Hello, YouTubers. Paul and Joe here on Saturday at let's see, Saturday the 26th. Are we locked? No, okay. Saturday the 26th, and around 5:10 in the afternoon Eastern Time. Now, before Paul talks about the day at the hotel, we just got, I just got a piece of bad news via Faith, my ex-wife, who got it via her friend, who's also my friend. A fellow that had taught with them in the English department down at Ohio State died, and he was probably 81, and he and his wife had Faith and myself over to their house, well, at least on 3 occasions, and I hadn't seen the man in maybe well over 30 years, but I've always liked them and was always impressed by how deeply the two of them loved and cared about each other. And they had, have 2 very, very talented kids. Well, not kids anymore. I mean, they're in their, mid-late 30s. The son's out in Hawaii, I guess, and doing something, I don't know what, but he's doing something legitimate and productive. And the daughter is out in California, again doing something legitimate and productive. So that's very, very sad all the way around, certainly for Faith and her friend, and for the wife of this fellow and his kids. But they led a very full life. I mean, the man retired here several years ago, and he and his wife traveled basically all over the world, and they spent a lot of time doing the things they really liked to do and cared about, and so that's he'll be very much missed. Now, Paul came home, from the sublime to, well, the ridiculous, as they say. Paul came home with a story about the hotel, and it seems here with the advent of this Penn State, Ohio State football little soiree they're going to have here tonight, I guess around 8 o'clock or so, it's been very lively up there today.
You got all the people here for the football game, plus you have the quarter horse people still in town. Plus, there's a family that come in to have a birthday party for 2 days running.
That's a hell of a birthday party.
And then the freaking key machine broke down. Because we usually use keys. Well,
these aren't real keys. These are like credit cards.
Right, plastic credit card keys. And they're blue on one side and white on the other with the key bar. Well, this dumb machine quit working. It will not program those. So we had to give them all the special keys like we do for when we have carpet cleaners come in. We'll make them a key so they can get into an entire floor set of rooms and stuff.
Whoa! Bet you want to get those bad boys back.
Oh yeah. Or a lot of times we'll go out and we'll open all the doors so they don't have to have the key. Once they're in the building, they're in the building.
I guess perhaps you might determine their eligibility for actually having one in their possession by the number of visible prison tattoos on their face or neck or head.
Oddly enough, they don't do that. They don't.
Good.
I've not seen any of them.
Well, that's good.
With that
I would hope
stuff.
they'd run a.
Not even
Yeah.
pierced ears.
Well, I mean, a few holes in here and there, hither and thither. I'm sorry. I just can't help it.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
been a very quiet day.
Anyway, the key machine won't work. I mean, we even tried new batteries and stuff, and it's still. I mean, it's batteries plus electric, but it won't get going for the regular keys. So.
Well, now there's this big crowd, you said.
Yeah, you got like 40 people or more for this birthday, and they're using the entire dining room, plus they've got the meeting room, and their little kids, little screaming girls are running all over the halls, playing hide and seek, trying to find somewhere to hide. And they're not allowed to count to 10, they have to count to 40, so the others can be sure they find a good place to hide somewhere on the first floor.
Perhaps they should count by powers of 2. That wouldn't take them very long.
I don't know. They don't care.
They'd only have to count to 5 or 6 at the most.
Oh, and where we did that
8,
dumb
7.
pumpkin carving contest for the guests to vote on pumpkins and stuff to see what group of us would win. Some kid, I don't know why, he picked one of the pumpkins up and he threw it against the wall in the lobby and smashed it.
Well,
A 10-year-old.
well, I'll tell you, there's many a time that I've been tempted to smash a pumpkin myself, but certainly not in a hotel lobby.
Yeah, and up against the hotel wall.
Oh, there was a great video on the internet today about a guy was using C4 explosive and det cord to blow up a series of pumpkins, and he was able to get one of these shots in slow mo that showed the det cord, actually because it burns it's like instantaneously, but he somehow got it in slow mo, so he was able to show these things blowing up in sequence, despite the fact that when you just shoot it in real time, it all looks like they blow up at once.
Instead of like separately.
Yeah, great video. I sent it to my son. Sent it to Thomas. I haven't heard back yet. Well, so I assume there was no disciplinary action taken against any of these roustabout children.
No, because the last time I said anything, the kids ran around screaming and hollering their head off. They all started screaming and crying, so
Well,
they all called me the bully for their entire stay.
oh my. Well, they'll just have to learn to get over that, won't they?
Or I didn't even have to say anything to them again. I just,
Oh, you gave them the
pop
look?
around the corner.
Yeah, gave them a look.
And they would just instantly start crying and running back to mommy and daddy.
Yes. A look is, well, a look is generally all you need to give a kid once you've established dominance.
Well, they were a bunch of 4 and 5-year-old kids. The parents were sitting around shooting the crap in the dining room. They took the kids, put them in their swimsuits, and
Threw
put
them
them out in the pool
Oh,
room
there you go.
and shut the door and went back to the dining room and left them alone in the pool.
Or no adult in the pool area?
Right.
Well, that's not wise.
No, that was very stupid.
I thought there was a sign up there that said that
Right,
there has to be an adult with
right.
kids under a certain age.
Yeah.
I guess they did.
14 and less, you have
Oh,
to have
14.
your parent in there sitting in a chair watching you.
Well, I mean, it's common sense just to have somebody around anyway, regardless of age. Yeah, it's nobody knows. You never know when something might sees upon you in the water, you know. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, you don't put 4 to 6-year-olds
Well, no, I mean that's
in a freaking swimming
I mean that's
pool.
obvious. I'm fairly laissez-faire about a lot of things with kids, but you know that's obvious to me even. So. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so whose birthday was it?
I don't know. I think it's some old fart. Everybody kept calling Paul because they wanted to know if he had a great. Somebody wanted to know if he had a great birthday dinner over at the Polaris Grill.
Well, he better have given what it costs over there.
And he claims he had a fantastic one.
Well, I mean, the food that you brought home from you know, it's been left over. It's pretty good food, but I mean, I'm sure they. Yeah, this isn't one of the cheapest places in town to eat.
No. And they don't get a half price discount
No,
like the employees
They don't get the employee
at
discount.
my place. Because I can call and order the stuff and go to pick it up, and all, I only have to pay half price. Like I can buy 2 of the same dinners, only I only pay for one, but yet still get.
Well, that's when you're ordering it from, you know, guests in the hotel ask you to. It's like room service, isn't it? You know, where they call and ask you guys to order and.
No, because the guests don't get the discount.
Well, I mean, I thought sometimes they would call down and say, you know, and then like you went over and picked it up, and then the guests would. I actually thought that's how it worked.
No.
Oh.
We just tell the guests where the restaurant is, and they go over on their own.
Well, I mean, I know, but I mean, I thought sometimes maybe, you know, people got, you know, chatted everybody up and, you know, got friendly and maybe a little tip here and there. I mean.
Yeah, because nobody ever tips down there.
Well, I know, and well, the official policy is to discourage it, as I recall from your owner's manual.
Yeah, you know, it's up to them. You're lucky if somebody will leave $2 in a room.
Well, I think that's about it for today, guys.
Except for the one guy, he gave somebody $200 because his family totally trashed the room.
Oh, well.
He apologized and gave him $200.
He probably could have bought a, you know, at least a semi-functional hit on the culprits for $200 if he had gone to the right place in town.
Anyway, he gave him $200. He actually gave it to one supervisors, and she's from China, and she really didn't know what to do about it.
Well, I guess you parcel it out among the employees.
So the GM told her to split it between herself and the housekeeper that was going to do the room.
No.
So a housekeeper made $100 cleaning up a suite.
No, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it was worth it. Trust me.
Well, on that level, guys. Oh, I'm reading in church tomorrow, so I'll have to prepare here later on tonight and early tomorrow morning. It's a 10:30 service, so I've got. Since I'm sure I'll be up around 4:30 or 5, as I usually am, I'll have time to prepare. And this could be a nightmare. This is, you know, the rector encourages kids to wear their Halloween costumes.
Oh crap! I forgot about that.
Yeah, there's Halloween costumes in church on, you know, and this is the day, and it's just you know, it's just a nightmare, you know. Oh, and he generally has them parade up and down, so they'll process in with us, prancing around in their costumes. The first year he was here, he did this, and his wife dressed up like a witch. Now, she had the good sense to not repeat that little trick again. So this is year 8 of this little experiment. Oh man. It's just this is not the place for that, guys. This is not the place for that.
So the kids still show up in costume.
Oh yes, yeah, I know.
Too.
Well, no, well, all the kids, almost all the kids. We've got a number of kids now, and they're otherwise, fairly decent bunch here, and the parents, because parents work with them, and they see that they're generally a very decent bunch. But then you get a few adults that dress up too. Our senior warden dressed up last year. Oh, just give me a break. Just give me a very large break. Well, I'm sure I can't be the only one that feels this way. Well, thinks this way, not feels. All right, I'm going to shut up now here, and we'll sign off. And I don't know. We may watch some of this football game tonight. Maybe we won't. I'm not going to stay up to midnight to finish watching it. I'll tell you that.
Same here.
Bye bye now, YouTubers.